What's up, guys? New week. We're back at it. Ready to go. I'm gonna be giving my analysis here on XAU shortly. All right. So yeah, what I saw earlier on gold was this interesting fib over here. So as you guys can see, just gonna put my MAs. We do have some nice rejection at the 61 here. And we have the MA also. I'm really intrigued to see what's gonna happen here. Yeah, really intrigued to see what's gonna happen. I wonder if this was it for the retracement on gold, or does it want to come down deeper? Say if I took this fib over here, yeah, I didn't even tap the 38 here. But a lot of people are selling because they think now, finally it's gonna come down and correct. So let's see. See what happens here. Is it gonna go up? I don't know, but let's see. This can seem like a pretty nice target on an intraday scale. Like it can possibly reject over here, come up maybe till here, and then this is kind of going to be like our make or break level right over here. So we do have the MA, we have the 61, like I said. So possibly really depends on what's going to happen during the sessions, but possibly if we do form some solid support here, we can make our way up to like 3040, or this resistance right here, 3035, around this area. Nonetheless, if you look on the 1 hour, obviously structure is still bearish. We're still playing in this fib right over here, which is now rejecting at the 23 right over here. Let's see what happens. And then you'd have this small fib here. Yeah, this level here has so many confluences over here. So yeah, if it does come to retest over here, I would probably rip some longs here, to be honest. Even now, to be honest, it's not terrible longs, you know. The thing is that it can come down during Asia to grab more liquidity, and then it can possibly make its way up until at least here 3023. Yeah. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for price to possibly either makes a new leg up top and then, you know, retraces and then we look for buys once again, or it comes down until here and then we rip buys. Yeah, give a pretty nice risk to reward. Also, if my stops are here and, you know, my take profit is like here, let's say it's almost a 1 to 3 here, you know, almost 200 pips. So too many fibs. Yeah, too many fibs. That's that's how I trade. I'm a fib player. I play with fibs. That's my specialty. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy move we called this morning. And this was a move for those who want to know. So yeah, it was a New York session this morning. Yeah, we had New York open over here. You know, we created some kind of support here. And then, you know, the next one closed bearish over here. So what I did is I had a minor fib over here, like from this to here. And I just entered somewhere over here. Basically, I wanted to retest. I got my entries somewhere over here. You guys can go check it out on our Instagram, Rade Capital Trading. We have that posted out. So entered somewhere here, had my stops above here, and I targeted this zone over here. So it was a really, really, really nice trade. Played out perfectly. See, just waiting here. I want to see it shoot up, to be honest. I really want to see it shoot up. See if this weekly can flip here. Was this maybe the bottom wick for the weekly? Can it flip, go higher, make a top wick maybe? Let's see. But yeah, if price were to come up, let's say, you know, form another shoulder over here, and then it can possibly come down and correct deeper, maybe. I don't see it for now, to be honest. I don't see it happening for now. But, you know, it's possible. Do we have any fundamental data tomorrow? Let's check it out. today we had PMI, which came out. The manufacturing, it came out negative, and flash services came out positive. And Trump was speaking at 2:30. I think I missed this. So tomorrow, not any major new CB consumer confidence, but nothing major. Okay, you have durable goods here. GDP, unemployment claims on Thursday. Pretty soft week in terms of news. So not much from that side. Damn. Yeah. Share this tab instead. So yeah, just waiting here to see what happens. I do have these two levels over here, kind of this break-in retest here. If we come down to grab liquidity over here during Asia Open and form some kind of support, we can possibly look to go long here. And I would be targeting like possibly I would be targeting this area over here. Yeah. See what gives. Last week was a pretty decent week too. It was a little harder in terms of technical, but we had a win week still, nonetheless. But because of the retracement, it wasn't as smooth. But a win week is a win week. Yeah, we might just retrace here. Come down a little deeper. Possibly, you know, until here or here. Yeah. Let's see. I prefer that we go up over here, to be honest. Like, break this structure over here, then have some kind of retracement, form support, and then go up. But if market wants to retrace here first, then it is what it is. We'll adapt. Gonna be patient here for Asia Open. See what happens. What's my ideal scenario? My ideal scenario is that, you know, we go up right away. But like I said, if we come down, I'm gonna adapt and see if we can get entries lower here. But I am longs for now. But I would like this H4 to break the high, like flip and break the high here. Why am I longs? Because you have the 61 rejection over here. You have your H4 MA, so, you know, 3010 psychological level. So, you know, I could be wrong, but we do have some nice long confirms over here. But I'm still gonna wait for my confirms on the lower time frame. So, you know, whenever you get your analysis from the higher time frame, then you got to dig down to the lower time frame and try to find, you know, your entry. But if you don't get it on the lower time frame, then it is what it is. You know, at least we got the support formed on the H4. So, you know, once we get it on the lower time frame, I'll be looking to buy. But yeah, I really like this indicator here. You know, it keeps the New York session really clear, you know, like, so whenever you're back testing, you know, you can just take a look at your your sessions. I discovered this indicator like a few days ago. Well, I mean indicator, but you know, it helps you see your session. Like for me, it starts at 7. I don't know why it's at 6. Let me change it here. Put it at 12, and it ends at 6. Okay, I'm gonna put it to, let's say, I'm gonna minus 3 here. So 21, 20, 19. Let's check it out. All right, that's perfect. Till 1:30. It's not bad. So yeah, you can see there's always like, you know, one move that happens like in New York. It's just about finding, you know, which area, what's your daily bias, and then, you know, you just look to enter. It's always been that for me. You know, like over here, you can see, you know, we're going in an uptrend. So, you know, price retraces over here for this New York session. Like over here, we didn't really have any retracement, you know, just, you know, as soon as we woke up, like we just shot up. So, you know, some days, you know, every day you're gonna get a move, you know. Might have been something on the 15, but nonetheless, there wasn't much over here. But yeah, see over here, we did have a minor retracement here, and then 7 o'clock it exploded. So yeah, this wasn't bad either, to be honest. Big explosion here. I would have bought as soon as I woke up here. Would have put my stocks like here somewhere. Thick. But yeah, you're not gonna get a move every day, you know. Like really, just focus on the quality setups, and you know when you do get buys, like make sure that, you know, buys. I mean trades. When you do get trades, like make sure you're cutting your losses out. Like when you see a trade is going against you, cut it out. Don't hope on it and hold it. You know, cut it out and hold your winners for as long as you can. Well, at a right price, you know. Don't get impatient with that. Because when your winners are big and your losses are small, that's really when you make profit. And that's why, you know, I always go with a fixed lot size personally. Yeah. Do you trade only gold? Yeah, I only trade gold. I used to trade more pairs before, but you know, more pairs doesn't mean necessarily more profits. You know, it's just more of a headache, I'd say. If you really, you know, focus on one pair and really try to master that pair, you know, try to catch a move every day. You try, you know, you don't have to, but if there's a move, then, you know, try to catch that whole move or part of it. I prefer doing that than trading multiple pairs. Plus, being from North America, gold aligns really well with my time zone, so I could trade other pairs like USD CAD, but I just don't like the movement as compared to gold. I feel like gold, there's way more potential, to be honest, and the fact that I've been trading it for years, I really know a lot of how it moves. USD CAD is not a bad pair, but I'm good with gold. I'm a big fan of GBP JPY as well, but I like that pair moves more during London, and I don't want to stay up during the night. So yeah, two possible scenarios. Either we would trace until here, form some kind of support or give me confirmation, and I'm gonna go long, or we break above the structure here. Then we retrace, and I'm gonna go long. As for the sells, I don't know. I'm not really looking for sells over here, to be honest. If I were to look for sells, I don't know. I would need to get some confirmation at this level here or here. But I'm not looking for sells right now. Or, if we break lower below here, and tomorrow we might get sells, but I'm not looking for sells right now. Yeah, whoever is new here on the stream, we just started the live streams probably like two and a half weeks ago. So I appreciate you guys for showing up. Just trying to spread the knowledge out there. We've been trading for like 6, almost 7 years now. So, I myself, I learned a lot. Basically, I learned how to trade from live streams from someone else who was live streaming. Not everything, but just gained a lot of knowledge from that. When you see other traders that are successful and profitable, try to learn as much as you can off of them. And I don't know if he told you guys, but next month, in exactly a month, we're going to be going to Dubai. So as you guys know, the time zone is a little different there. So we're going to be streaming New York session. We're going to be there for like 2-3 weeks. So going to be in Dubai, then we're going to be going to India for a week also. So yeah, Asia time zone is really nice, to be honest. You can trade like all 3 sessions, but we're going to be streaming New York session there. So you're going to get a chance to see, how dialed in, how focused we are during those sessions, which are, obviously our main sessions. If I stream out Dubai, see, yeah, brother, no choice. Got to keep the streams running. But yeah, let's say we're streaming New York session. So time in Dubai. Right now in Dubai, it's 3:30 a.m. So 4, 4, 7, 30, 8. It's gonna be like 3 p.m. in Dubai. Yeah, it's gonna be like midday, 3 p.m. in Dubai. So yeah, I think we're gonna stream New York or London, but we're gonna confirm that with the hours and everything. But I think it's gonna be London, New York. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking, for us to stream New York, and it might be something that we might do in the future. But just the fact that we're super focused in New York session, we haven't really tested out the streams yet. Asia, the volume is a little lower, so we have more time to react and really, plan it out. But New York, it's just going so fast, so you don't have much time to react. See, we have Asia open here in about 30 minutes. See if we can get some volume coming in here. But yeah, this is a really nice zone over here because as you guys can see, we just shot up over here, and it was pretty random. Like it was at 4 o'clock. Like it's kind of random, So we might just come back to like test the zone here, which is an untested zone. Probably can get a break and retest here and then go up. Doesn't have to, but it can if we were to go down. Yeah, we do have really, really nice range if we break above here also. Like really, really clean range until here at least. That's like almost 100 pip, to be honest. And my target is here, so just gonna have to see what happens here. Brother, comment tu vas faire avec tous les events? We'll make time, brother. But yeah, it's like with the marriage and everything, we'll have to see, bro. Maybe some days we'll do like London, some days we'll do New York. We're gonna come out with a schedule for all that stuff. But yeah, if it's too hectic, then myself, I won't be able to trade. It is what it is. I'll keep an eye on it for sure, but I think the wedding's like 2-3 days, so except that we can probably trade, but the wedding days for sure, it's gonna be tougher. Go with the flow, my brother. Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm just going with the flow. But for sure, we're gonna be keeping an eye. Even last year we went, we were trading, so it's just a vibe, You just chilling in Dubai. Got your MacBook with you, working on vacay. That's what it's about, That's the good thing about trading. You can really work from anywhere in the world, so you might as well take advantage of that fact. Lucky, I see you've been showing up consistently, bro. I like that. You started trading? You think that the tariffs that Trump are going to expose in Canada is going to affect? Yeah, bro, it's already been affecting the market really, really heavy, bro. The trade wars. But yeah, it does have a lot of impact on the markets for sure. Because what it does, it is, it creates a lot of tension and stuff. So, whenever there's tension, gold tends to go up. Yeah, I'm trying to learn from you guys. That's good, bro. Anytime you have a question, just let me know. But yeah, bro, that's trading is, it's tough, but bro, once you know the game, it's the best career you can have, bro. The potential in this game and just the fact that you can work from anywhere is unmatched. But it is tough, bro. Don't get me wrong. What do I prefer? Like I said, I prefer if we just shoot up, obviously break the structure. But if we were to come down and retest, I'm gonna be looking for buys over here. But I prefer if we go up. I don't care. I don't really have any preferences. I just react to how the market, whatever the market gives me. Seems like we have more volume kicking in here because Asia Open is approaching. So, around this time, I expect volume also 7:38. What's this? Yeah, seems like we might just go for the retest over here. Down at this zone over here. And with the volume, we can possibly fill the H1 also. Let's see what happens here. For all those scalpers over there, like I know how to scalp also, but the market really baits you. Like, look at this, like how it broke the high over here. And then, it's shooting down, like for all the people who scalp out there. I scalp, like, I know how to scalp also, but I mostly just scalp on the live streams. But in general, I'm more of an intraday trader, swing type trade. Not swing, but intraday, I'd say. But I like to hold trades like above 80, 100 pips. The thing is that I feel like in scalping, possibly, you have more potential to make money because, you're in and out, like cash in, you're catching like micro moves, you can catch like 10, 15 trades a day. But I just feel like it's too much, to be honest. Sometimes, like, because, one, obviously you have to overtrade when you scalp, and two, you have to be really fast. And when you're fast, you can make stupid decisions, like really emotional decisions. So I think, to be honest, scalping is tougher. Obviously, scalping is tougher than swing trading for sure, because when you're looking on the higher time frame, everything is more clear. There's less fake outs, and it's just like you set your position and you just close the charts. Like, let's say if you take this fib over here, and you're waiting till for a retracement until the 38 or the 50. So all a swing trader does is, he's going to enter here. He's going to place his stops, wherever, here, somewhere. and then he's just gonna hold the trade. Like you're not gonna like how long did this take? You got activated here after 1 o'clock on Monday, and it hit your take profit 2 days later. So you're not gonna be stuck in front of your phone just looking at the trade. Do you need a big capital to be able to swing trade? Um, yes and no, because let's say if you do have a big capital, then yeah, obviously you can make more money. But swing trading, yeah, to be honest, if you have more capital, the better it is. But still, you can take a trade over here. Let's say your entry was over here, right? And your stop loss is over here, right? So let's say you're someone who's not going fixed lot size, like always one lot, and you go by risk percentage, right? So your stop loss is 120 pips. So if you're risking $100, that means you're gonna be going like 120 pips. So that means you're gonna be going like little less than one lot, like probably like 0.70, 0.80. So if you hold it until here, it's the same thing. So no, you don't really need a big lot size, to be honest. It's better if you do have more capital, though. If you have more capital, for sure, it's better. It's always a good thing to have more capital, whatever it is. But the thing that people say in trading nowadays, you need to have a big capital to trade. Like probably that was the case like years ago, but now with prop firms and all that stuff, the game has changed a lot. Like I see kids out there, bro, like they don't have any money, and they're making a lot of money off of prop firms. What's like the best prop firms in your opinion? I'd say the most trusted one is obviously FTMO. Man, they've been there since I was like 1 or 2 years in the game. When I started trading, there was no prop firms, and I think like a year later, the prop firm started coming out. But FTMO's been the one that's been in the game for longest. But funding pips is pretty good also. Yeah, I'd go with FTMO or funding pips. Personally, I'm with FTMO, and I haven't had any issue, except the spreads sometimes are pretty annoying, but it is what it is. It's a prop firm, so I can't expect much with the spreads and everything. But the main thing you want to make sure of when you're trading on a prop firm is that the prop firm doesn't go bankrupt, or they don't just suddenly close. Because what happened a few years ago when I got my first payout from a prop. I had like 5-6K that was awaiting, and that prop firm just shut down. So like that was profit, net profit that I made. I didn't lose anything because I got refunded the challenge fee. But yeah, it was called My Forex Funds, for the OGs who know. Yeah, it was a guy from Canada also. Yeah, it was a guy from Toronto. Share this tab. Okay, I'm gonna share this tab. You guys can see here. So the Ontario Securities issued a temporary cease order to this. That was his name, Mohamed Murtaza Kazmi. So apparently, what he was doing is like, I don't know, they were manipulating stuff. Like whoever was winning on their prop, because the thing with props is that they make money off of people who fail the challenges. Because 90% of people, they're gonna fail, right? So whoever's winning for them, it's a loss for them. Except after if they arrange to give that guy, a real account or something like that. So whoever was winning on his prop, they were manipulating the spreads. And actually, I did notice it many times, to be honest. Like many times, the spreads were kind of messed up at times. But yeah, as soon as I was going to cash out that payout, they got shut down. So that was really, really a big blow in my trading. Yeah, I was devastated, to be honest. Brother coming on the stream as soon as I said. They're fighting, bro.
Hello, my brother.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, brother. How are you?
Good, bro. Good. How was the trip, bro?
It's good, bro. Sick. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Didn't sleep. I barely slept. Crazy.
Bro got that COVID from the States.
Nah, bro. COVID is a lie, my brother. Tu es allé avec ça, finalement? Ah, tu étais allé, you went with MG, right?
Yeah, MG, yeah. How was that? He was good?
Yeah, cozy. What's happening on Go, bro? What is happening?
Bro, to be honest, I'm looking for buys, bro, because if you look at this fib here, I'm just gonna erase everything here. You look at this fib over here.
Remove the sessions indicator. Yeah, just for now.
Yeah, you have this rejection of the 61. Like even when it came to test, it's refusing to go lower, and you have this MA here.
Yeah.
And if I go down to the lower time frame, actually, if I take this fib over here, let's say sell fib, you can see we're rejecting at the 23. Also, you see this confluence here.
All right, I see that.
So we have that. So possibly I'm going to be targeting like at least here, the 38 or the 23, I'd say.
You know what I think it's going to do? Maybe it's going to go tap the, as you said, the 382 or the 236, and then it's going to do a final drop.
Yeah, I think so also. That's the zones that ideally I'd be targeting. So if I get a retest over here, and we form some kind of support, I'm gonna look for buys and possibly hold it overnight. Like, how many pips is this? If we go until here, this is like almost 200 pips.
Yeah. And on top of that, I don't think this H4 fib will hold, to be honest. Like, there'll be a reaction since it's the 618. I think it's gonna go like till the 382 or maximum 236. Then after, I think it's gonna go hit the 886.
Yeah. Same thing. I think the same thing.
Yeah.
But I want to see what happens over here. Like if we break above this minor structure here, then I'm gonna wait it pullback for a pullback to go higher. If not, then if we retrace until here, somewhere, and then form a support, I'm gonna buy.
Looks like it's starting to pull back slowly on the 5 for breaking the previous high.
But I don't expect it to break the daily low. Like I don't expect it to go too low, to be honest.
There is a possibility that we go break the daily low and then flip back bullish. But
it's possible, but
we don't know yet.
It's possible, but I wouldn't be a big fan if it did happen. Like I wouldn't like this for me. If it breaks here, I don't know. It's just not a good sign, to be honest. Maybe the daily low, but if we break this low over here, for me, that's not a good sign. But the daily low,
Look at the H1. Go on the H1. Remove all everything.
And also, we had the 23 and the 61 here, and if you take this fib here, you have the 50 also. So that's like, the 38.
Put it more up.
Yeah, actually from here. Yeah.
No. Top side. Put the full length.
This?
No. The buy.
Yeah, that's what I did from here, right?
Yeah, till the top. Exactly.
So, you have the 50 here.
Exactly. So I would wait for the 50 to reject, give nice confirmation on lower time frame, and enter longs.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have your 50, you have your 23, you have your 60.
That's really good zone.
You have your MA 3010, psychological level around.
And again, go on the H1, remove all the fibs or all the noise. Zoom out. Okay. Put the rectangle, that resistance.
This one here, eh?
Yeah. Put it. Do you see?
Yeah, it aligns with it too, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of confluences here, bro.
5 confluences in that area. It's crazy.
There's a lot of confluences here.
So if this zone can hold, I think we could push back up to.
You see, the thing is that I don't expect it to go for the whole move because I know a lot of people are buying off.
Yeah, 100% they're buying. So
this year, like a lot of people.
382 or 236.
Yeah, like here or here.
Exactly, yeah.
And then it's gonna come wipe out all the liquidity here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't expect it to go for like a big run till
Exactly.
here.
And if you look on the daily fib, go on the daily fib.
What's the progress of the account? The account has been doing good, bro. On stream, we've only had 2 trades, so the account has been in profit since then.
Yo, go on the daily fib.
Daily fib, and there was another trade too that we took on the account. We called it on the stream, but it was an overnight trade, which should take profit for about 140 pips.
Put the full link. Yeah, you see the 382 and then tap. So yeah, we can fly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Also, you know, we can definitely go up and then come back with
down to 382. So
with a
long
38
term,
then tap. Yeah.
check the weekly. Yeah, same thing. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is a chance, bro, that we go up. You know, this weekly also is gonna flip. You know, we've made a bottom wick. We filled kind of, you know, the imbalance over here.
I wouldn't be surprised though if this weekly breaks the previous low, grabs liquidity at the 382, and then wick fills. But I really wanted to push up right now though.
Yeah. Monthly is about to close in 6 days here.
Yeah, pretty bullish.
Man, gold has just been on crack, bro, since October 2023. That was a start. Like this zone over here that broke. And since then, bro, like look at this breakout over here. And I don't think we're ever gonna, like, I'm not gonna say never. We never know, but I don't think we're ever gonna come back to the zone, bro.
Yeah.
Like the biggest retracement we've had on gold was like this one here in 2011. We were shooting up, and I know a lot of people, they were buying gold here, you know, and you know, then we plummeted down like $800. But like since then, you know, haven't really had that big of a retracement. We had one over here. You know, it was about $400. So yeah.
So yeah,
I think the deepest it'll go is like on this fib over here.
exactly, that daily fib you see right there.
That monthly fib, even like here, like, it would come like till here, possibly like 280, even a little lower, maybe 2750.
So right now, what we're looking for is that H130/15 fib rejection of the 50, and then when it confirms, we can go for longs. Yeah, just mark it out on the chart so people can know.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah. Yeah,
basically
right.
Just waiting for the zone here.
Yeah, just right. Waiting for longs after this. Yeah. Let me see. The self might go to the 236 though. Not gonna lie.
Possible, yeah. That's what I was looking at also.
And if you look at the 236, it's like kind of in confluence with the H1 zone. Yeah, let's see. We just want rejection. That's all we need, basically. We're not.
This one is going to be interesting here for Asia Open also.
Yeah.
If we're closing bearish like this, the next one can just wick down and then maybe flip up. Let's see.
Well, I talked to Avik, bro. He's telling me all the good BNBs near Raz's house is all booked.
Who said that?
Avik.
He said all the BNBs are booked?
Yeah.
So what are we waiting for, bro?
Bro, let's do that like right now, bro.
I don't think they're booked. The one I sent is still free.
Yeah, but like the cheap, good ones. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro. Lucky 80. What's poppin', my brother? You bought your ticket or what?
Brother, you want to share your chart?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No need to. You chilling. Yo, mark up. Yeah, mark up the zone, bro.
Back from a trip and already in business.
Yeah, my brother. No choice. Ah, ok, t'as déjà ton billet. Ah, t'as payé combien?
4 months ago. Damn, brother.
Yo, mark up your. Okay, let me share my screen if you want. No, bro, attends.
What's this shit? $1.3, 1.4. That's a pretty good price, bro.
Sick. Emirates?
Nah, well, yeah, maybe Emirates was on with like 1.4 before. Emirates, big boy, lucky.
You big guy flying Emirates, my brother. Is the trading money or what?
Trading money hit different.
Putain, bro, j'ai mal à la tête. Can't even look at screens. Wow.
That's life, brother.
Bye, bro. Yo, mark up sur le chart, bro. Mets ton fib, mais looking to enter over here.
I'll just read buys.
Yeah. With confirms.
Vous avez vos billets ou c'est comment? Yeah, brother. On a déjà nos billets. First class, on m'a dit, you already know, brother.
What's happening?
Just waiting. Why are you laughing, bro? Seems like we're pushing up just before coming to our zone. Let's see. 38 is holding pretty strong here.
Brother.
Yeah, this would be my two zones. One over here and one over here. This one is really nice because we have a confluence with the minus 200 over here, which is really nice. And you know the 23.6. That's a pretty nice zone there. Nonetheless, we need to get the lower time frame confirms first. So let's see if we can pop up over here. I want to see some volume come in here.
Oh, ce gars-là, il me tue, bro. Vidi.
Qui?
Putain, bro. Avec une femme chaque mois, bro. Nouvelle femme.
Qui? Ah,
Vidi.
Vidi, bro. Pushing.
Yep. Le gars il est actually drôle, bro.
Qui ça, Vidi?
Vidi est actually trop drôle. The Twinning Goats of Canada. What's up, my brother? How are you?
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. See if this can hold here. Possibly have a nice double bottom here. Right over here.
What if it doesn't tap the 50 and just starts pushing up? Let's see what happens in that case.
How do you guys determine a bias? We just look at structure mostly. You know, look at the fibs, look at structure, price action. I like to look at the daily candle a lot, to be honest. Like I've said in the past, you know, the daily candle is your best friend. So, you know, as an intraday trader, if you can try to have an idea or, you know, make a bias about the daily candle, you know, that's your best friend, right?
For how long have you guys been trading? 6 years, 5.5, 6 years now. Yeah.
Crazy. Been a long time, brother.
How many pairs do you guys trade? Do you only trade gold? Yeah, we only trade gold, bro. Trying to master this pair. We've been trading in this pair since 2000, since we began trading.
Yeah, man. To be honest, we've been through so many pairs, but gold is the one we've just never left, man. Like we've done so many pairs with gold, but I don't think we've ever stopped trading gold. Why gold? Why gold? Because gold is gold. Gold is life. Gold is my pair, man. Gold made me lost 3K. Damn, brother. That's why you're in. That's why you're with us right now. You're not gonna lose 3K anymore. Don't worry.
I lost more than that. That makes you
Yeah,
feel
man.
bad.
I've lost more than that. Don't worry. You guys are going to Dubai. Are you going to be streaming? Yeah, I spoke about this earlier also, but we're going to come up with a schedule soon. Probably, I don't know if we're going to do New York session because we saw it's 3 p.m. over there in Dubai. So, you know, it's probably going to differ depending on the day. Either it's going to be London or New York. But we're going to be streaming for sure. Just need to get more clarity on the time, but we're going to be streaming for sure. Yeah, are we just gonna play in this range here? Are we gonna get a breakout either here or here? Let's see. Pushing.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, bro. Oh, we're pushing 236. Let's see if we can reject. We start breaking this area. I think get some good lungs. Yeah.
At the end of the day, all that matters is doing numbers. Nothing else matters.
Where are you planning to enter trade? We're looking to enter at the 50 right now, or if we get good confirmation, we'll enter above the 236 or when it breaks structure.
Yeah, I prefer. I don't know. Yeah, here is too risky. I'd rather it breaks this high over here. Then we get a retracement and enter. See, the H4 is about to close. Let's see if we can break the high over here.
I think so. If it closes bullish, I think there's a better probability that we break the high.
Bro, I want to see it shoot up, like
Yeah.
shoot up, you know? Like there's always one moment during Asia where it makes a big move, then it just ranges.
Yeah, I feel you. And the daily,
Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Some dead volume here, bro.
Till what time are you guys streaming? We're trying. Usually we go till 9:30, but if we see nothing, then probably 9. Depends. 9:30 max.
Yeah, bro. If we don't get a breakout above here by 9, then we're just gonna be telling you guys what we're gonna be looking for, and like last time, you can look to set a limit or something overnight. Last time we did call some nice buys, 140 pips
In this private Discord.
in the private Discord, but we called that one on YouTube as well. Played out really, really perfectly. I bet you're tired, eh?
Yeah, bro.
You went in business.
No, I just there's no business in that small plane, so it's like the extra legroom.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a small plane.
How long was it? 3 hours?
Not even an hour and a half.
An hour and a half from DC?
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, you're right. Damn, bro. Florida is longer.
Yeah, it's
You saw the White House?
not this time, but I visited previously. The monument, all that, Capitol building.
How's Washington in general?
Just chill. Nothing special. Are you guys still intaking? Are you guys still intake students? Not really, not for now. We're fully booked for the one-on-ones, but if ever we have spots left, we'll let you guys know.
But we do have our Discord service where we post.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say signals, but a lot of people, they just copy our trades there. We just post our vision, our charts, our analysis. We're gonna be telling you that we're gonna be looking to buy here, sell here. But yeah, for the one-on-one, currently we're closed. We're gonna be opening probably soon. When we have less students, we're gonna be opening up again. We try to give a lot of focus and time to our students. So if we have too many at a time, it's gonna be tougher. Man, I want to see some animals, bro. I want to go to like
What? So random.
yeah, bro. I just see these videos, bro, of like crocodiles and lions and stuff, bro. Yo, that shit is epic, bro. But I want to go to like a zoo or something in Dubai or in India.
Vantara, feel me?
I don't think we're allowed to go there, bro.
You're not allowed.
Let me check where we can go. Bhosle Zoo in Mumbai. Baikala.
Yeah, brother.
Baikala Zoo. You want to go there?
I don't mind.
You're a zoo guy?
No, not really.
You don't like animals, brother?
No.
Nah? That's crazy, bro.
Of course, I like animals, bro.
I don't think so. There's a zoo in Dubai too, bro. Dubai's largest wildlife park. I don't want that. Oh, they have the safari adventure. No way. Arabian Desert Safari.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a 15-minute tour. That's like some kids shit, I think. Damn, that's cheap, bro. 75 AD. All day access.
Looking in Dubai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's for kids, bro.
I don't know. Oh, we're pushing up on gold.
Take a look at the zones. African. I want to see some lines. Anyways.
Yep.
Pushing Pete. See if we can push up here. Break out of this range, maybe.
If the H4 closes strong bullish, then we can wait for some confirmation on the lower time frame to enter longs. So we'll wait till 9 o'clock and see how it closes. Do you think the daily will flip bullish? It's already flipping bullish. I mean, kind of. But obviously our target is for this daily candle to close strong bullish. Our target is the 382 and the 236 of the higher time frame Fibonacci. If you go on the H4, you put your fib. Our target is mainly the 382 and the 236. So yeah, we expect this daily candle to close bullish, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. And obviously, if it melts, then we'll look for more opportunities. But for now, we're just looking for buys.
Crocodiles are crazy, bro.
Why you say that?
I don't know, bro. They're underrated, bro. Would you rather be with a shark or a crocodile underwater? Yo, I love to see these attacks, bro. I don't know why, bro. That shit is crazy.
Damn, bro. K-Series 2. That's crazy. I didn't expect that.
What?
Akshay Kumar. Have you?
No. What is it?
K-Series 2, bro.
No way. Really?
Yeah, bro. I guess the actress.
Shit. The first one was golden.
Ananya, bro.
Ananya? You said Ananya?
Yeah, bro.
No way.
I don't understand.
Shit, that's crazy, bro. April 18. I don't know what they're gonna do. The first one, it ended, no?
Yeah, but I think it's like a different story.
Crazy. That's gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah,
Unexpected collab.
for sure. I don't understand what Ananya's gonna do in this movie, bro. Yo, it looks so good. The teaser.
I'm gonna watch it right now. K-Series 2 teaser. Yo, this is gonna be a banger, bro. Just from the first second, bro.
Tell you, bro. Crazy.
Ananya is there too. That's crazy. Why are you watching the teaser, bro? I thought you don't watch that shit.
No, I don't watch trailers.
Brother,
The teaser, I
it's the
just
same thing. There's clips of the movie, bro.
I didn't watch it fully.
Oh, he turned into a lawyer, bro? He's a lawyer.
I think it's a different story. It's like the same name but different story.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see another 15. This 15 closes. Let's see what the next 15 does, how the H4 closes. And, possibly we're going to be calling it a stream at 9. I want to see something happen here. See some volume kick in. We got this move up pre-Asia, pre-daily close, and then ever since then, it's just been ranging. But it has been rejecting a 38 a lot. Like, we came down, we formed a support, came back down, formed another support, which is kind of like a double bottom over here. Now we just have to see if it's going to come down and take out this liquidity or it's going to go up. Let's see what happens. But if we do go up and break this level here, then the smart thing would be to enter on a pullback. So let's say if we go up, this high is taken out over here, then we come down, then you can look for longs, because you would be getting a structure break over here, right? So that shows more confirms. And if you look on the left, all of this, you have a lot of clean range over here. So yeah. All right, let's see this last 15 before the H4 close. Let's see what gives over here. Also, guys, I'm gonna be releasing a new YouTube video tonight explaining, how I really trade Fibonacci. So most of you guys know that, I've been applying fibs on my chart for a long time. And, as you look at my charts, you see fibs also. So for those who were asking, how I apply my fibs, what do I look for, what does every level mean for me, I made a video where I'm really going to go in depth. I'm going to be dropping that video in about 10 to 15 minutes. So you guys can check that out.
Finally, bro, after like 2 weeks, you're dropping a video.
Yeah, bro, been busy with the live streams and all. Chini.
My brother.
What's up, man?
Chitty D in the house.
Yeah, my brother. How is it going?
You shave your beard? You clean guy.
I'm a professional, you know?
Yeah, brother.
Swag Boys 123 is not following you on Twitch. Respect, brother.
Yeah, man. This is the game. This is the game. Yo. You know, my stream is coming up. You better come in, bro. You guys don't pull up.
We always hear, brother. You don't give any shout out to us.
You now all the time, my brother. You here for 1 minute and you leave. That's
I'll
not
be
how
writing
it
to
goes.
myself in the chat, brother.
I'm just saying, my brother.
But for sure, shout out to my dog Chini. Drop your
Yo.
handle, bro.
Yeah, it's Chini36 on Twitch. Go sub up. Next stream, I'm gonna have a guest. Now, close friend of mine. You know? She's really good in financial things about taxes and shit. And you know, tax season is coming up.
It's already here, brother.
Yeah, it's already here. It's almost done. Like in a month, it's almost done. So I want to like educate the youth about like first taxes, how we can do it easily, you know, things like that. And she'll pull up. She'll give her experience and shit. Yeah, don't be too hard on her, you know. And yeah, let's see, bro.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, so I'm trying to abroad and also like trying to like my thing. I'm gonna do like 1 week where I do alone. 1 week I bring creator or other people. Next week I do alone. So like I don't want to just based on like bring people, and I don't want to just base it on like doing it alone.
I feel you.
Yeah, my brother, that's the goal. Let's see, man. Let's see. So yeah, pull up. You know, especially from Montreal, you're gonna learn like a lot of tips, how to avoid certain tax fees, things of that nature. You know.
Yeah, brother.
Yo, stupid guy, you better come.
Brother, don't worry.
I gotta run our stream. You feel me?
Yeah, my brother. I mean, my time it's overlapping yours. Is mine? It starts at 8, finishing at 10 around.
That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, pull up after. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy, bro. This guy cannot show love, man.
Man, please.
You feel me, my brother? Did you guys do any trades today?
Nah, bro. I didn't take any trades. Adi took maybe some sells.
Yeah, I took some nice sells this morning.
But we're planning to long right now. We're just waiting for like H4 close and some confirmation on the lower time frames, and then we'll enter longs.
Me too. I had a long that I took, but you know, one of my rules is not to like trade like keep a trade from one market to another.
I like that, bro. I like that you stick to your rules. I appreciate that.
I mean, it's tough, my brother, because technically I know it's gonna like this way is gonna like it's gonna go like even the market's gonna be good for me.
The hardest part for traders is following their plan, man. A lot of traders like to follow other people and just they disrespect their own plan.
But it's not even other people. It's like sometimes, like I guess even if you know something's gonna go right, your plan, you feel like it's like stopping you in some way.
Exactly, yeah. But you have to follow it. You gotta trust the plan.
And like in life, you need some restrictions, you know.
Exactly, bro. Some discipline. It all comes down to that. That's it.
Part of the game, my brother.
Yeah.
Part of the game.
We're breaking structure here. So most probably we'll look for longs after 9 o'clock. And our target will be like, I think it's 250 pips, the 236. Our first target is the 3-2. I think that's like 180 pips. And then after, we're going to target 236.
Parmigiano or Reggiano. Part of life. Part of life.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Bro, it's tough, man. I have to edit 3 hours of footage every week. That's
Uh,
like,
there's the apps for you can do like Opus Clip. That's pretty good.
yeah, I heard that, but the thing is, like, is it gonna take the things I want?
It's gonna take the main things, yeah.
How is the main things, my brother? What is the main things?
It'll automatically detect the main.
Is it free?
No, it's not free.
God
I mean,
damn.
I used to use it for my Instagram captions before, but then I realized that Instagram offers its own captions. So I just wasted my money on Opus Clips.
Oh, yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't really care about captions. Caption could be automatically
No,
made.
it's important. It's important.
Yeah,
Captions,
but
everyone
it
needs
can be
that.
automatically made, bro. Like,
Like, that's what I'm saying. Instagram has them.
yeah,
Automatic.
so even Final Cut has it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Final Cut, it's mid though. It's like black and it's like small.
but you can change that, my brother.
Nah, you can't. I tried.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's tough, man. Are you getting any new equipment in the near future?
For me? Nah.
Yeah, you set up. All your setup is done.
Kind of.
All right, guys. Like I said, my new video is out now. So for those who had questions about how I apply my Fibonacci on the charts, feel free to ask if you have any more questions. But in that video, I'm covering up a lot of how I use these fibs and really how I play with them. I apply them to my charts.
Yeah, that's a major thing, bro. Like, a lot of people talks about Fibonacci, but they don't know how to use it. Put it in place.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about fibs a lot, because it really makes your trading really versatile. You can apply them in different ways. And, in that video, you guys are going to be seeing really how, not just how I apply them, because, anyone can apply fibs on the charts. It's basically from structure to structure, right? But there's more than that. Like, for me, there's a meaning on every level, and there's different ways to place them as well. So you guys check that out. Appreciate the support on that. But yeah, it seems like we're pushing up here. I don't know if this 15 is going to close above. We're going to be here for another 3-4 minutes. But if we do, get a nice closure above, we might be waiting for a retest or something. But nonetheless, if we break above over here, like I said, you guys can take your new fib and just wait for a retest on one of these levels. And we can look to go up. 3027 is a pretty nice target. If not, then 3038 is nice also.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna for longs. H4 broke the high too. Nice.
Yeah.
Let me just send in the Discord private. I'll send the full entry, everything. All right, H for close bullish. Ideally, what I want is to get an entry at the 50. But if we start breaking highs over here, we'll look for longs with confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brothers, we're going to Dubai less than a month, man. Like today, technically today in a month.
Yeah, my brother. Just waiting for the visa also, bro. Should be getting that this week.
Hey, I didn't even apply yet, my brother.
Some people get left behind, my brother.
You told me you're gonna do it together. And not a man of your word, my brother.
I'm a man of my word, brother, but
I'm
some
here, bro. Every day I'm here.
some people say something, then they switch up, you know?
And never, my brother, never. My action speaks louder. You feel me?
See, my brother, I trust you, bro.
Yeah, do it with me. I don't know how to do it.
Maximum maximum this Wednesday, brother.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Let's do it like afterwards if you want.
If you want, brother. RCG is gonna be in Mumbai from April 24 to May 2nd.
Feel me?
If we can get the boys to pull up also.
Dynasty Entertainment in the building.
Hopefully, my brother.
Don't worry, my brother. We gonna entertain these fools.
Take over India, brother.
Everything is booked for Dubai.
Everything is set, brother. Got the Emirates booked. Just need to book the BNB, the Penti, bro.
Yeah, the PH.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We lacking, bro. We late. We need the whip as well. We need that black badge caddy,
Yo, tell me which whip are we gonna pull up in for the wedding? Rose?
The wedding we're gonna see over there, bro. What they have? Probably
I want a Maybach.
a sport card or a Maybach. Yeah.
Yeah, Maybach for sure, bro. Maybach is the one I want this year, bro.
I've my brother. I have a network over there. Virgil, we'll see. We'll let him know.
Yeah, call him.
We'll make it happen.
Virgil,
our everyday car. I need a caddy, my brother.
Lucky 80 saying Chinny D slipping again. Yeah, bro.
Slipping again? What do you mean?
You know what he means.
What do you mean, my brother?
You know very well what he means, brother.
I don't understand, my brother.
It's okay. We all understood.
Who's Lucky D?
Nitya too.
Can't say his legal name. You feel me?
Oh, my bad, brother.
Oh, my brother, you're a kid, my brother. We're gonna put you in kindergarten. This guy, bro. You need a babysitter. That's some grown man shit, You're not ready for it.
Man, please.
Dubai is gonna be crazy, bro. I'm going ham, bro. But I'm looking more forward to Mumbai. Not gonna lie.
AS Banks, why you got that Batman shirt on? You trying to save hoes or what? Captain Save a Hoe?
I'm the Dark
Captain
Knight.
Favorite hole.
He's gonna go to myself the hose, my man.
Represent the Dark Knight.
But yeah, but for real, book everything, bro. Let's do the. I don't
Yeah,
even know.
let's do this week.
Nah, bro. You guys say that every day, bro. Every week. And bro, what's up with the function, my brother?
Yeah, don't ask.
My brother, I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like a fool, my brother. So at the end of the day, it's gonna just be you, not me. Don't include me anymore. Like I said. Everybody, my second YouTube videos, my second streams coming out before Wednesday. Mark my word. Gonna edit that shit real quick. Make sure you go to watch it out. Same thing, you know, Dynasty Entertainment. You know the logo. You know the brand. Pull up on it. And on YouTube, you'll get it's a highlight of the stream. Like it's a 3-hour stream, but we compress it to like 15 minutes. So, you know, the attention span get like quick. And everything is like high paced. So don't worry about that being boring or anything. I keep it short and sweet.
Can't be boring when Chini's in the house, brother.
You feel me? And this time you're going to see my brothers. My brothers on the chat. The chat gang.
I better get a shout out, brother.
My brother, you're going to see in the...
I don't want to be left hanging, bro.
Never, my brother. Every person. And soon, next stream, hopefully you can donate as well. So don't forget to donate. You feel
Donate
me?
where?
You can donate on the stream.
To you or the charity?
Yeah, directly. So you can also like, I'm gonna start running ads. So you can pay up to skip the ads.
Damn, my brother. You're a marketer now. You a genius, bro. A business magnet.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Gonna be calling it a stream here. So once again, we're gonna be telling you guys what we're looking for. So, you know, we were waiting for this high to break over here. It didn't happen before our timing. But what we're gonna be looking for is if we break this high, we want price to go up, retrace somewhere over here, and then go back up. We're going to be calling this in the Discord channel. But let's say if this high gets respected over here, right? What we're going to be looking for is for price to retrace lower somewhere here. Let's say this is an ideal zone over here at the 50. So if we get some kind of support created over here, then we're going to be looking to go longs once again to the highs over here, you know, 3028, 3027. It's a really nice range. If you took it from here, that's about 180 pips, you know, really nice range. And, you know, obviously I always got to look at both sides. So, you know, for now, I don't see sells, but if we were to break below this low here overnight, then, you know, you can look at something like this. So we go down, and then during New York tomorrow, small pullback, and then we look to go lower, you know, to these zones over here, down below. But I don't see sells happening for now. For now, I'm bullish. Why? Because if you look on the higher time frame, first of all, don't forget we are bullish. Second of all, if you take this fib over here, you guys can see that at the 61, you know, we came down over here, we tapped, rejected, came back down, rejected. We have our MA also. So, you know, there's some nice rejections there.
Lots of confluence, like 5 confluences, 618. So, if it breaks that, then it's probably going down, to be honest.
Yeah. But we're going to be sending that in the Discord. So, whoever's in the private channel, you know, you guys can set a limit overnight. We're going to be doing that also. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Take care, guys. Appreciate the love.
Bye.